Every hour, up to 16 times a day, in fact, during the week. Right about 30 past, we were talking about, losing weight and all that. Motley Crue is going out on that stadium tour. I mean, these guys have been retired for a couple of years now. And they made a big show of them never touring again. They're touring with Def Leppard, and they're doing stadiums and Poison and Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. They're going to be doing First Energy Stadium on July 3rd, and the question that a lot of people have had is Vince Neil going to get into shape? Because Vince Neil has been a tub of crap for a while now, and I say that with all due respect as a rock and roll icon, but he has not been in good shape. And the band's official line on this is along the lines of, part of our agreement to do this tour was that Vince has got to get into shape. So I always think of, a few years back, David Lee Roth was not in that great a shape either. Axl Rose got fat. These guys are rich and they're not out there touring anymore. And then they put their nose to the grindstone and they want to get into shape. Axl did it. David Lee Roth looks great. His voice is pretty much shot, but he looks great. And so I'm thinking, man, if Vince Neil can even get close to like Vince Neil's shape from back in the day, this dude's going to clean up.
Come over to your house and do Vinsanity with you.
You want to come over and do Vinsanity? I got a couple of those dumbbells with the plates. Yeah, so I guess this tour has a stipulation that he has to be in shape.
Weighed like a showgirl for each show?
I wonder.
Like they do the little thing where they pinch your arm fat.
Yeah.
It has to be less than an inch or whatever.
There's a video called Motley Crue Sounds Like Bob Dylan that I thought was entertaining. Because,
that doesn't sound good.
Well, it's hard when you're out of breath because you're not in shape and you're trying to sing these songs. And so I would love to see, because live, Motley Crue's a great band. And I would love to see him feeling good and looking good and being in shape and, whatever.
It comes back pretty fast, especially if you work at it. He canceled his solo tour, so I'm sure he's working on getting in shape. But, I've just been recommitted to taking the stairs this week. In day one, you take the stairs up, and you're like, and then by today, I'm like, oh, that's not that bad at all.
Yeah.
It gets your heart rate up still, but it doesn't, I'm not out of breath when I do it.
I disagree. I've been back
Ooh, so scared, chubby wubby.
Yeah. I took, most of November and December off, and the last 2 weeks I've been back in the gym 3 or 4 days each week, and it's been impossible.
But that's 2 months you took off.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
But I don't want to say I took completely off.
I was completely back.
No,
I'm just saying,
right.
The difference between Monday and today is already very
noticeable. The learning curve's not that bad.
Yeah. No, and I think you do snap back quicker if you're already you were already working out and stuff. But I was still working out but it was only once or twice a week maybe. I'm back to 4 days a week, and my whole body hurts every day, and I'm out of breath at the gym, and I feel gross.
Is it even worth it? I hate that.
What?
I've done that where I've been going to the gym constantly and trying to stay skinny and stuff like that. It's miserable. I hate that feeling.
No, it sucks. It's the worst.
The looking good is nice and everything, but it didn't make me happy. I didn't stay motivated to keep doing it because it made me so miserable. It makes me so tired and so cranky and so mean.
But if you don't
keep doing it.
I am the opposite. I hate doing it. I hate eating healthy. When I'm sitting eating chicken, rice, and broccoli, I'm like, this is the worst meal. I don't like it.
You got to get over food. I got over food a long time ago, and that helps.
But the other thing is that I feel the exact opposite. When I look good in clothes, or if I can wear a crop top and my stomach looks like it has definition,
it looks good in that moment.
Killing it. Yeah.
But everything else that goes with it, the time it takes, the way I'm always in pain.
See, the payoff to me is worth it.
Let me advance the radical theory that maybe the missing link here is that Bill needs to purchase more tube tops.
Do you need a crop top?
Listen, I have them. I just don't wear them.
Well, okay,
Only for special guests at Squifle Tower.
I don't know how much I believe you about this, because when you put your suit back on and it fit, you were so excited. Like you sent me a picture and was like, I haven't been able to wear this suit. Like,
Yeah,
you
but
were
I'm still
super
over
pumped about it.
300 pounds, so it's
I
not like I'm
understand.
like losing 10 or 15 pounds is one thing, but like
Are you
where-
over 300 pounds?
Yeah.
Really?
I got muscles too. So
Well, no, I don't
makes
mean
me
that.
weigh
I just
more.
I didn't know how
Yeah.
much you know. But
I-
listen,
He's
I
also
gotta-
like 6'2", 6'1".
6'1", and
yeah.
I have a thick build too. So like the weight doesn't matter. But yeah, when my suit fits, that feels good. But it's not.
It's not worth it.
But it's not worth it. Like to get to like real skinny and real thin. Like
Yeah,
when
but
I was
you-
a couple years ago.
I don't think you
I
looked
was-
good a couple years ago, if we can be totally honest. I think you're too tall to be that thin. I
be
really
that
do.
thin. Okay.
But like you were wearing what, medium shirts at 6'1"?
I was in like just larges.
What I'm saying is that I think that, yeah, it's annoying eating right and going to the gym and being sore all the time. It sucks. It's the worst part of it.
It breaks my brain.
But I don't
like
think-
I'm not a happy person to be around.
But I don't think that you saying it's not worth it. I don't agree with that at all, because I've seen you.
well, he's telling you it's not worth it for him.
No, I don't believe him, because I'm saying I've seen you excited when you've dropped some weight or when you've put on muscle in your arms.
I'm saying there is a balance to it. I'm not saying I don't want to do it at all.
You're saying the maintenance
I'm saying
sucks.
But going to the extreme where I was a few years ago was not worth it to me because it made me so miserable.
Yeah.
So where I'm at right now, where I am going to the gym a few times a week, I'm watching what I eat, but I'm also letting myself have a little indulgence here and there. That balance makes me happy.
Well, that's a healthy relationship
Right,
with it.
and that's
yeah.
what I'm trying to develop, rather than going to these extremes where I drop 100 pounds and then gain it back in the next 6 months because there is no balance. Mm-hmm. And so I'm saying the balance is the important thing to me.
Yeah.
And I know with you, and you have indulged a little bit over the last night we went out to dinner, and you
I had chocolate today.
I had
I
chocolate
had-
and
yeah.
stuff like that. So I'm just saying that balance is important.
Yeah.
Because
no, I'll
when
agree
you go
with
too
that.
far, it can make you real just depressed.
And there's different standards too.
Yeah.
Let's not ignore that.
What do you mean?
Well, you want to be a hot chick,
Yeah.
and Bill's like,
I want to wear.
I want to be a hot chick, Alan.
You want to be a hot chick?
Yeah,
My goal this year is to own more than one bikini. That's like, and I have not bought a bathing suit since 2015. And it was the only one that I looked halfway decent in. So I'm like, I want to have like a couple cute things that I look good and feel good.
that's why so many girls got boobs, fake boobs.
Because they feel better in their bikinis?
Well, they're like, I'm not realistically going to lose, and I don't mean like big girls. I
No,
mean like
yeah.
girls that were like, oh, I'd really love to lose 15, 20 more pounds. That's probably not going to happen. New boobs. It's a quick
Definitely.
fix. It's not going to break the bank.
Takes the focus off your belly?
Of course, well, whatever. Like
No,
you feel
seriously.
good.
Yeah.
I don't blame anybody for doing whatever they want to do to their body to make them feel better. And a lot of people, they went that route. Mm-hmm. Fake boobs used to be the domain of strippers and porn stars, and then they got super like air travel got so cheap that they're like flying Greyhound buses now.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with boobs.
Yeah.
Kindergarten teachers were getting them.
So, Bill, just
They're
get
like,
some
I feel better
implants.
now.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm looking it up. Trying. Got to find the right
Pectoral
one. Yes.
implants?
Why do you think he does so much work to put together those Christie's Instagram hotties? He's doing research for himself. Can't
Right.
believe you finally.
And getting paid for it at the same time.
Yes.
Look at you, just working that system.
He is living the life. Living it. I've got $1,000 for you. That's like a quarter of a boob. Right? Put it toward whatever you like. Chance for you to go fund yourself. Good luck.
Hey, it's Rover. Go fund yourself. We have your shot at $1,000 now. Text the nationwide keyword SAVE to the number 200-200. You'll get a text confirming entry plus iHeartRadio info, standard data, and message rate supply in this nationwide contest. That's SAVE to 200-200. Good luck and go fund yourself from 100.7 WMMS.
I like to mention that we do have people not only throughout North America, but all around the world who manage to listen to the show when they're able on the iHeartRadio app. I certainly hope that this girl doesn't listen to the show for her own well-being. There's a 17-year-old girl in England. I was watching a blurb on her last night, and she has this rare disorder that paralyzes her every time she laughs too hard.
Oh, no.
If this poor girl, Bill, is listening to this show, she'll never move again. Ever. She has to avoid anything she might find too funny because this neurological disorder renders her immobile anytime she laughs too hard. I pray that this girl is not listening to this show.
That would be the worst disease.
I would never tell anyone to not join us for this.
But
4
when
hours.
their safety is concerned.
When your safety is on the line.
Yeah.
I
Your health
mean,
even.
I have a condition called cataplexy, which means that I lose muscle tone in any sort of emotion, like laughter, crying kind of thing, which can lead to full collapse. And it's really frustrating because you can't respond, you can't speak. When people are asking you, are you all right? If you've fully collapsed, you're fully conscious, so it's really frustrating. Long-term prognosis is medication. At the minute, there's like no cure. In the future, hopefully there will be a cure, although I don't feel there's quite enough research going on for that to happen.
I think she has something called cataplexy. I think a mild form of cataplexy is what makes people faint when they're scared. When they see something,
maybe.
Because it's brought on, for her it's laughter, but I think for some people it's brought on by fear or by other
She said
things.
emotion. She said crying.
There you go.
Yeah, she said all that.
Cry and go limp.
Oh God, I would never move again.
It sounds like
Are you kidding me? If my body shut down every time I cried,
sounds like the first couple of girls I had sex with in high school.
They cry and he goes
They'd
limp.
cry and
Yeah.
I'd go limp. Oh my goodness. And they'd cry after.
Work on
obviously.
me.
Yeah, by that time, whatever. Nothing I can do about it. So cataplexy is what that
Man,
girl's got.
I would die. My emotions are so all over the place and so intense all the time.
You?
Have you met me?
Come on.
I know I seem to hold it together on the outside, Alan, but
You really
And
do.
because we work together now, and I see it on a daily basis, like you coming in today and like it just being there on your sleeve.
I cannot
you
mask
cannot-
my emotions.
What, a booger?
It's
At
no.
all. No, she
I've
just-
never been able to, and I'm not someone who pretends to. I'm like, I'm in a bad mood. That's it.
I know,
It's just
and
all there
it's-
is to it.
And it's like I have to stop myself from needling you when you're in a bad mood because I know I can kind of get a
Why would you
rise
want
on
to
you.
do that?
And that's why I have to figure that out for myself. Why would I want to do
Right.
that? That's
When
why I
you
stop
see
myself.
me in a
yes.
bad mood, why are you like, I should push it? Like, what in your
sometimes I wanna
That's a
push
body is
pathologist.
that?
He'll have to figure that out.
Yeah,
Right.
and I sometimes want to push it. Sometimes I want to make you feel better, depending on the situation.
Right. You can't have a frown on your face if you're sliding down a fireman's pole. Also true.
Listen,
Hey, careful! She might pass out.
I can't argue with that. Yeah.
Laughing at her own joke.
Uh-huh.
No,
Yeah, so
I'm
too
not
happy.
someone.
Extremes in emotion.
I would be paralyzed constantly.
Yes, you would.
Is there video of her actually passing out from laughter?
Boy, don't think I didn't try to find it.
That would have been nice.
No, I could not
Good
find
meme
it.
right there.
I know.
That poor girl.
Teen becomes paralyzed when she laughs due to red. It's quite frustrating.
Yeah.
Yeah, that ain't all. So, yeah, her name is Billie Hodgson. And,
Is Billy short for something? Like a traditional
Bellina.
women's name?
Billiam.
Billiam.
Bilhamina.
Bill.
you
I
know
know if
what's
it was like a weird thing from Elizabeth or something. Or
what is funny in the video, you don't see her pass out, but it is a very Bill and Mary type situation because she's sitting on the couch talking to these people, and her boyfriend is holding up the phone in front of her face trying to show her funny memes, and she's recoiling from him.
Dude, get away from me.
Yeah, she's like, stop it,
You're gonna make me seize.
Yeah, this poor girl, she's 17. She's gonna make me seize. Hey, stop it.
I'm gonna cramp up.
Yeah,
That's gotta be a thing,
have
too.
to make light of it.
I mean, it's got to be even when she's getting in, like if she's having sex, that's an emotional state. Would she pass out
Like
then?
if it has to do with endorphins or something like that.
Maybe.
Well, and they describe her as a naturally bubbly high school senior, and she says, basically, it's so sad. I have to try to not be as involved in funny things as I would like to be. Imagine that. Now, I think the Billie Hodgson, the cataplexic comedian, would be fantastic.
No, it would not.
She's making the audience
But she's deadpan.
roll on the
Yeah,
laugh.
she's deadpan,
Right.
yeah.
She, yeah. It's like
Maybe.
Jeselnik, nothing.
Yeah, Stephen Wright type delivery.
There you go. Yeah. I have
Could be.
cataplexy. And the crowd's going crazy. And she can't even break a grin. Stop it. Stop it.
You're taunting me.
Don't taunt me.
Oh, well, I'll have a laugh at my expense, will we?
I have a flat at the National Sleep Foundation, innit? Spontaneous sleep attacks at the Agora this week. Yeah, I mean, it's hard enough being a teenager, and now she's got the goddamn cataplexy. Right?
That's tough, man.
Yeah. But again, my rejoinder to this is, please, if you know this girl, if you're one of our bureau chiefs in England, because we do have a couple of them, tell her not to listen to this show.
Just for her own safety.
Oh my God! I mean, she'd have to listen to it in bed, because she couldn't be up and doing things. She couldn't listen to it in the car.
Man,
it would be terrible.
That's the worst part of it.
That she can't listen in the car.
Can't listen to the show.
Right.
Yes.
She knows that too.
I can no longer listen to the Alan Cox Show.
That's right.
Did it come on?
It is my favorite program.
Is this something that she's always had, or it just came on in her teenage years?
Don't know. Love to know. But I asked her, and she got sad, and she clammed up because she was paralyzed. So it didn't work out so well. Alan, I imagine it'd be quite safe for her to listen to this show. Yeah, that's kind of what I was doing. Yeah. Thank you. Ouch. All right, listen. Ouch. Bill, after a burn like that, I'm going to take a break. I'm going to have, Monsters tickets for you. I want to catch some hockey with us. Cleveland Rocks Night is the 31st of the Cleveland Monsters game. First 10,000 fans going to get the MMS Buzzard Monsters t-shirt from CLE Clothing Company. Ooh, it's a sweet garment. And a handful of us are going to be there for the game, too. So it's going to be a lot of fun. 31st at the Romo Fijo, if you'd like to be there at that game. A couple of tickets after the break. 35192 if you want to text for anything else.
It's the Alan Cox Show on 100.7 WMMS. And everywhere you go on our free iHeartRadio